King's Cutter Empire back at you. In this video, we're going to be talking about, can a high value woman be high value if she's promiscuous? Can she be high value? If she done been around the block a few times, if she done had a few digging sticks, if she done been on a cock carousel, we're going to be seeking to answer this question. Can she still be high value? And I'm going to give you this clip from It's Giving Podcast. Go subscribe, especially you ladies. She got a lot of good content. Even though in my personal opinion, I believe she's putting on, but whatever the case may be, it's still some good content for you women. And fair use, fair use. But I'm going to play this short clip and we're going to talk about it.
Can a high value woman enjoy casual sex, or does that ruin her value?
Casual sex with how many people? Casual sex with your situationship?
Let's say both. Let's say situationship, and let's say she got a roster. Answer for both.
No, if you getting ran through on a roster, the roster's always changing. That's crazy to me. No, I don't feel like you can be
But
high
she
value
makes
and be
six figures,
promiscuous.
Sarah.
Doesn't matter.
But
money doesn't make you valuable.
Sarah,
That
she
makes you high
volunteers for the
earning.
community.
That doesn't matter.
She is well respected in her
Well,
society.
she ain't well respected in the bedroom, obviously,
Who
because
knows
these
about her
men keep
bedroom
running
life?
through her. No, I don't feel like a promiscuous woman can be high value. The same way I feel like a man that has a broke mentality, a broke man can be high value. It's not about high earning, because there are a lot of high earning broke people. There's a lot of high earning promiscuous women. And I personally don't feel like that is high value at all. Women are not built like men. We do not get the same excuses that they get. We do not get to be sleeping with our entire roster and think for 1 second. Now, you can do whatever you want to do, but you have to know that you are now cutting yourself off from your best option of a high value man, because men don't want women that are ran through, in my opinion, unless you're in the industry. There are caveats, but that's the exception to the rule.
All right, so we're going to rewind this and unpack it, okay? We're going to rewind and unpack it. All right.
Can a high value woman enjoy casual sex, or does that ruin her value?
Casual sex with how many people? Casual sex with your situationship?
Let's say both. Let's say situationship, and let's say she got a roster. Answer for both.
No, if you getting ran through on a roster, the roster's always changing. That's crazy to me.
And she's right. A woman can't be considered high value if she been ran through. She can't be. It's impossible. Do it mean she can't be still a good woman to a man? Yes, she can. But that doesn't mean she's high value. See, a lot of times we mistake a woman being a good woman to a man with being a high value woman. No. If she been ran through, she can't be high value. Not in the eyes of men. Even society in itself know this. We know this. But yet we still try to allow women to have a safe place to land. And I understand it. I understand why. I know the dynamics behind the why. But I have to tell you, women, if you've been ran through, you can't be high value. It diminishes your value. Why? The most important thing a woman can offer a man is her body. It's her body. And we in the manosphere, in the red pill community, we like to liken a woman's body to a car in mileage. When a car have high mileage, nobody in their right mind who have the resources to go and buy a new car is going to buy a car with high mileage. No. And this is what men is telling you, especially high value men who have resources, who are able to live the life that they have established. They're going to go after a woman who have low mileage if they can help it. Because you're not going to deal with all of the trauma, all of the pain, all of the drama that comes with a woman who has been ran through. And just like that car with high mileage, you're always going to have to take it back to the shop, to the mechanic shop. Something always happening with it, something always been broke down. Unless the high mileage, hear me out, unless the high mileage comes from somebody that took care of the car, just one driver. That's different. That's different. But when we speaking on high mileage, okay, we're speaking on high mileage that comes from being ran through. The miles is high because of the different drivers. They're different drivers. No, you can't be high value. And this doesn't, as I reiterate, doesn't mean you can't be a good woman to a man. You're just not high value. Let's get some more of this.
No, I don't feel like you can be
But
high
she
value
makes
and be
6 figures,
promiscuous.
Sarah.
Doesn't matter.
But
Money doesn't make you valuable.
Sarah,
That
she
makes you high
volunteers for the
earning.
community.
That doesn't matter.
Now, she got some type of level of understanding. Hear me, guys. She got some type of level of understanding. Money in itself don't make you high value. This goes for both men and women. It don't make you high value. Money is just part of it. You can be a high earner and still a high earner dummy. You hear me? You could be a high earner and still a high earner whore. You could be a high earner and still a high earner broke man. High earning money don't make you high value. That's just part of it. And in this society we live in, we want to predicate high value on just money. No. If your mindset don't contribute to your high earning, your behavior, your lifestyle don't align with it, it don't make you high value. And you have a lot of women that's high earners, but they are high earning whores.
She is well respected in her
Well,
society.
she ain't well respected in the bedroom, obviously,
Who
because
knows
these
about
men
her
keep
bedroom
running
life?
through her. No, I don't feel like a promiscuous
This is what women fail to realize. Real men that have dealt with women and understand the dynamics of women and understand female nature, we don't have to know particularly who been in your bedroom, okay? We don't have to know the ins out how many men, but we can tell that you have been ran through by your action, by your energy that you put out. We could tell by what you post on Instagram. We could tell by what you post on Facebook. We could tell about the aura you bring. We could tell by what you listen to. We could tell by how you speak. So for her to make that statement, who know you? We don't need to know who been in your bedroom. We know by your energy if you've been ran through.
woman can be high value. The same way I feel like a man that has a broke mentality, a broke man can be high value. It's not about high earning because there are a lot of high earning broke people. There's a lot of high earning promiscuous women. And I personally don't feel like that is high value at all. Women are not built like men. We do not get the same excuses that they get.
Did you hear that? Women are not built like men. This is the kicker. Okay? Women, when they increase their sexual partners, their value decrease. This is what they don't realize. You have to judge it off of your counterpart, which is men. And this is what men is telling you. You can't base your value off of other women unless you want to be with women. But if you basing your value in the sexual marketplace, you have to base your value off of how men perceive you. And men perceive women who have been ran through not high value, no matter how much money they're making, no matter how known they are in the community, how respected they. No, you're not high value. So she's right. You can't compete with men when it comes to sexual partners because the more partners you have as a woman, your value decreases in the sexual marketplace. On the other hand, the more partners a man have, his value increases. Why do his value increases? Because as he improves, as he gets status, the more women he get. And whatever that goes on in the biological makeup of women, even the Psychology Today articles prove this. Women are attractive to men that other women won't. This is a fact. Women are attracted to men other women won't. That's why they all go after the top 10 and top 20% men. So the more women a man sleep with, his value increases. So you can't compete with men when it comes to sexual partners. Your value decreases, his value increases.
Do not get to be sleeping with our entire roster and think for 1 second. Now, you can do whatever you want to do, but you have to know that you are now cutting yourself off from your best option of a high value man because men don't want women that are ran through, in my opinion.
Did you hear what she said? The more men you sleep with, there's some isolated cases. Yes, glory be unto the Most High. There's some isolated cases. But the reality of the matter is, the more men you sleep with, you are cutting off your options of a high-value man. And you could tell yourself all you want. Yes, you're going to have to settle. You're going to have to settle. Because high-value men, and men in general, no matter if he's high-value or not, a lot of men settle, but men in general don't want to be parading on their arms somebody that has been ran through in the city. They're not going to be holding that up. Okay, you have some isolated case, but don't try to make an isolated case the normal. That's abnormal when it comes to male nature. And she's on it. She got some type of level of understanding. Let's get some more of this.
Unless you're in the industry. There are caveats.
Yeah,
but that's
like
the exception to
there
the
are
rule.
caveats. But yeah, man, at the end of the day, man, she's right. She's right. And I'm going to grab this. I'm going to grab this scripture right quick. I ain't going to bring it up on the screen. I'm just going to read it to you. Okay? Because I'm not going to bring it up on the screen and mess up all the editing I'm going to have to do. So please forgive me. But I'm bringing it right quick. I'm going to go to Proverbs chapter 31. Watch what the book says over here in Proverbs 31. Even the Bible say the same thing. Listen. Verse 29. Many daughters have done virtuously. You hear that? Many daughters have done virtually. In other words, they have some virtuous qualities to them, even though they've been ran through, even though they got high mileage. But thou assailest them all. See, there's certain women that's of a higher caliber, that's of higher value in the sight of the Most High, and men of value. And those women are women who have not been ran through. That is a virtuous woman. So you got women that's virtuous and you got women that do virtuous things. And I go back to what I said in the beginning. You have some women that been ran through and they still be a good woman to a man, but that doesn't mean they high value. We can't correlate that. You could be a good woman to a man, but that does not mean you're high value because you had too many sexual partners. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for your boy. I appreciate you tuning in. We're going to come back to you with more content.